Welcome to our meditation. But before we begin our meditation, I just want to talk a little bit about the inner child aspect and healing it. As children, we come into relationship with our families, with the past lives, with the energies, with the presentation of various DNA markers. And those all work together to create whatever you are and wherever you are now, unconsciously. Unless you come into families where they're very aware of your needs as a child, many of them, not certain that all of them can be nurtured in a way that a person would expect and need. But I do believe that many people do their best. Either way, all of us have some inner childhood aspects that need to be healed, that need to be looked at so that we can return back to ourselves in wholeness and fullness and understanding. There are a lot of behavioral clues as adults that we can look at to determine if we have what we call, or what is called, the hurt child aspect. Some of those behavioral clues that you can take note of and start to go into yourself to discover why those things may have come about, what experience may have taught you that now you need to reconsider and look at differently so that you can live in your fullness. You're already living in your fullness, but now you need to recognize that that fullness can move you forward and not hold you back. So some of those clues are unexplained anger outbursts or feelings of aggression, wanting to control the behavior of the ones closest to you, feeling like people don't like you, fear of abandonment and rejection, fear of authority figures or hostility towards authority, feeling unworthy and not good enough, uncomfortable with challenges, intimidated by sex or love partners past and present, afraid of others to see the true self because it could be flawed, hidden shame of self, guilt over not living up to expectation from self and others, not able to be authentic with true feelings, chooses partners who are abusive or emotionally absent. All of these are those clues to some sort of hurt child aspect, because as we know, many of our current challenges begin in something that we perceived from experiences we had in our childhood. And that is for us to understand, that is for us to know, that is for us to get familiar with and unravel and discuss. It's very important. It's very important to do that. So today, I want to do something that has helped me immensely. Going back into my childhood, one of the ways that I've gone back into my childhood. And that is through a inner child within inner meditation. And I just want you to relax And allow yourself to sit into this meditation. Relax yourself. Feel yourself being calm, removing anything that is in your mind that may be weighing you down, calming your heart, taking deep breaths. Breathe in for a count of 6 minimum, more if you can. And breathe out even longer. So if you breathe in for a count of 7, breathe out for a count of 8, 9, or 10. Breathe. Breathe and be aware of how your body feels. Take time to relax your body. Starting with the top of your head, your forehead. Relaxing your eyes and your nose. Relaxing your mouth and your neck. Relaxing your shoulders, your chest. Ensure you're in a safe space, that you feel safe in your body and your mind so that you can relax. And that relaxation is restoration. And I want you to imagine yourself walking down the path to a beautiful Victorian home with weeping willows all outside. You can feel the feet underneath your feet, the grass underneath your feet, and you can smell a sweet smelling flower. You may not know what it is, but you're drawn to it. It reminds you of something comforting, something you've smelled before. Continue to walk, and as you walk up the porch of this Victorian. It's a beautiful wraparound porch. You see the door. You pause. You take some more deep breaths. Long, deep breaths, and you smell the smell. That familiar smell that makes you feel warm. The smell wraps you in love and beauty, and you just feel that feeling of being nurtured through the smell and through the atmosphere that you're around. The atmosphere is free and free-flowing. Outside is green and lush and full of possibilities. And you know that you're preparing yourself to go inside. So you continue to breathe deeply. 10, breathe in. 9, breathe out. 8, relax your body. Wherever you are, however you are, sitting, lying down. 7, continue to breathe slowly. 6, continue to breathe. I want you to look at your subconscious mind as this house. Right now, that door is closed, but in a few moments, we're going to open it. We're going to open your subconscious mind. It's a separate space. And now at 5, 4, 3, 2, when I reach 1, I want you to reach for the handle of that door with your right hand. When I reach 0, I want you to open that door. 1, reach. 0, open. Now imagine walking into that Victorian home, and the moment you walk in, you see yourself as a little child. And you're sitting in the middle of the floor, right in front of that open door. That little girl or boy is looking at you. She knows she can trust you. She might be a little afraid, but she wants to trust you. And she's a little frightened, but she wants to get close to you. You want to get close to her. Now you're going to have a little talk with this girl. Now repeat after me, silently to yourself. Tell her that she's not a bad person. If she made mistakes in her life, that people learn from their mistakes and they become stronger. Tell her that she's special, a unique person. Tell her that her inner guidance is not wrong, that she is connected to the Creator and her spiritual team, that they are always guiding her. In fact, they guided me back to her, guided you back to her. Tell her that her present life is wonderful. Tell her she is always safe in her body, in her mind, in her spirit. Now you can take this time to tell her whatever it is that you need to tell her from your own understanding. Tell her a few things that you now understand in the way that she would understand at her age. Be gentle with her or him. Be kind. Be joyous and good energy. Now imagine giving her a big hug and tell her that you love her, that you will never abandon her or leave her or hurt her. Tell her you will always be there for her. You're not going to put her down or criticize her. Tell her she doesn't have to be afraid anymore. Tell her that you're going to support her and back her up. Tell her she is capable of making her own decisions because she is intelligent and with confident independence. Tell her that she can accomplish anything she sets her mind to. Tell her to keep her mind strong and her spirit strong, but always playful. You feel a bond with that child, a bond that can never be broken. It's a bond that no one can ever take away from either one of you. It's a safe bond. It's a powerful bond. It's a fruitful bond. And for now, let's thank the child and thank yourself and appreciate the bond between the two of you. I want you to stand in front of each other. Perhaps you'll need to kneel or sit with your legs crisscrossed. Share energy between your hearts. Share a radiant light between your hearts. That radiant light will keep your heart open to joy and fulfillment, to truth, to ease, and to love. As you stand up, give a last hug and wave goodbye. You're walking to that door. You imagine yourself in front of that door and you feel fully integrated. You feel fully capable of being free, being loving and playful, being joyous at all times, releasing any of the cues or clues that brought you here. Releasing anything that does not keep you in connection with her. You're walking towards the door. 10. Slowly. 9. Breathing deeply. With a smile on your face. 8. Knowing that you are safe. 7. That you are kept well. 6. You are able to make new decisions and reclaim any story. 5. That you decide. 4. You are able to have a light heart. 3. You open the door. 2. And you walk through the door and close it. 1. And as you look outside and you're walking, the grass under your feet again, you feel the grass differently. It feels even better than it did before. As you move down the acres of land, you see birds that you didn't see before. The smell you smelled before coming in was even stronger. And you're walking freely, unafraid, in bliss, restored, powerful. You recognize your wholeness. It's been there before. Now you recognize the wholeness. Zero. You are free. You are free. You are free. Your heart and mind are free. Now as you go along the rest of your day, you can use this meditation however you choose. You can use it whenever you feel you need to return to your playfulness, your innocence, your full acceptance of yourself and who you are, your ability to create stories and use your imagination for your good, to live in bliss. It is up to you to decide. As a whole being, it is always up to you to decide. Peace and love.